Is the AR416 a good gun, or is it just a piece of garbage? Let's check it out in this veteran weapon review. So the first thing we have to look at are the upgrades, because those are pretty important for guns' long-term effectiveness. So for the stock, you have the cheek pad, which allows you to hold your breath 75% longer, and you can only hold your breath if you have an ACOG. And we'll go over the attachments in a second, but if you have a red dot or iron sights, you cannot hold your breath at all for some reason. All right, and then for the handle upgrades, we have aiming speed, which is good, and moving while aiming, which is also nice. Wear and tear from external sources. Unfortunately, I don't think there's normal wear and tear, so you might as well get it if you want it. Recoil decrease for the tactical foregrip. And then for the other upgrades, we have a reduced damage drop off, and then we have an either or, flatness versus bullet range. And from what I can tell, these basically do the same thing, but I think this has a higher range stat overall. One of these probably affects bullet drop, the flatness, and then this other one, the bullet range, should affect how much damage you deal at range. So if that's the case, this is better. Either way, they're pretty similar. And then you can get the actually probably only good upgrade, the armor piercing 30%. Now for attachments, you can run an ACOG, a hollow sight, you can run a grenade launcher, you can run a suppressor, and there's also a high capacity magazine that I do not have right now. So let's go check out this bad boy's breakpoints. Let's do the breakpoint tests for headshots with AP ammo against endgame exos. Now there are two types of exos if the results are a little different. There's the brown helmets and the gray helmets, which have less health. All right, that dude took three shots, 4 shots. Let's heal up here. It's gonna be a lot. Let's shoot the brown helmet guy. I can. Without getting smoked. 1, 2 on the brown helmet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. So it'll take a minute. 7, 8, 9. Looks like 9. It's like more than 6 to 7. 3, 4, 5. That's a miss. 6. We are on 6. 6 headshots so far against one of the weaker ones. So it's minimum 7 for the heaviers. The heavy ones. All right, so what we'll do now. So we know the AP ammo is kind of junk. Shoot me through the door. The normal ammo will not be better. This gun just lacks the penetration stat to punch through. Let's test the grenade launcher. Now it has the same damage as the normal one. Is that guy alive back there? Let's find out. No, he died. So it does have a grenade launcher. Looks like I didn't hit him with a grenade. Yeah, it takes like 7 to 8 headshots with AP ammo to kill. The big issue with this gun is simply that its penetration stat is bad. Even when fully upgraded, it doesn't even have 2 penetration, which is just not enough to punch through any enemies. The grenade launcher is still good on it though, because the grenade launcher will 2-tap in an AoE exos. This guy didn't get hit by the explosion because he's behind cover. But now let's test this going full auto with AP ammo. All right, full auto test. Let's see it. We probably have like 3 kills per magazine. If even. Jesus, dude, they tank it so well. Let's try to shoot in bursts. Is he wallbang? Yeah, it's pretty rough. Definitely run a mod that buffs its damage if you want to use this. It has pretty abysmal damage. These are armor piercing rounds too, so this is killing my weapon durability here. And like landing like 6+ shots at any range while you're getting aim punched, it's not the easiest thing to do, especially when there's guns that 2-tap, like the Bouquet and the not the Vector, what's the other one? The Bison. So alright, so let's switch ammo types, look at the recoil pattern. Now, if you run mods that buff this thing's damage, obviously it'll be better. I was experimenting with my own Ranger Hardcore mod that buffs all assault rifles and does make this an endgame weapon, but I did increase the cost of it, so it costs more to repair. So if you want to run that mod when I release it or something that buffs them, this is still useful information. So let's look at the recoil pattern. So it kicks up and to the left in an almost straight line with a little bit of jitter. So if you want to compensate, you just have to drag down and to the right. And then if you fire in like bursts, you don't have to drag down into the right as much. You just have to drag down for the most part. And then for hip fire, fully upgraded. Pretty accurate standing. Actually very accurate sitting or crouching. Let's see how accurate it is crouching. I'm gonna shoot like here. So ignoring that second shot when I went full auto, this is pretty tight groups when crouching. So if you play with like a realism mod, or if you're running something that buffs the base damage and penetration of this, it's pretty good hip fire, really good ADSing, and obviously its breakpoints will be better, but in vanilla veteran, it's just really bad, unfortunately, which doesn't really make sense. I understand people's frustration with the calibers, like oh my god, why is 5.56 fell to his death? Why is 5.56 worse than pistol rounds? I don't know. But apparently you can you can vault over that thing and die, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, that's it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe if you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.